Good evening. You're watching the main news on HKIBC. I'm Edna.
And I'm Carain. Here's a look at tonight's top stories. World's first case of rat hepatitis E infecting human confirmed in Hong Kong.
Foreign domestic helpers get pay rise while minimum wage for local workers may also get a bump. And U.S. Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh says sexual assault allegations have ruined his life. The world's first case of rat hepatitis E infecting a human has been found by researchers at the University of Hong Kong.
Researchers want the public to step up rodent control efforts in the city. In a world's first, the rat hepatitis E virus has infected a human. The discovery was made by the University of Hong Kong. The infection happened to a 56-year-old chronic hepatitis B patient. The patient underwent a liver transplant in May last year at Queen Mary Hospital. 2 months after the surgery, the patient was found with abnormal liver functions and elevated liver enzymes. Usual lab tests could not identify the virus. Identification was made after analyzing the genetic structure of the virus. It was found to be close to rat hepatitis E. The patient was prescribed oral antiviral drug ribavirin and has recovered. Sources say the man lived in Choi Wan Estate. Researchers conducted a site visit. Evidence of a rat infestation was found. His flat was near a refuse chute and rat's feces was also found nearby. Although the virus was not found in the samples collected, screening of archived rodent samples from the district showed the virus had circulated there.
All along, the risk of rat hepatitis C virus infecting humans has been underestimated. Any new incident of zoonosis or incident of infection jumping from animals to humans must be taken very seriously. And we'd have to take it as a wake-up call to look at where we are now, look at how common rat hepatitis E virus is among hepatitis cases in Hong Kong, as well as to reinforce methods of control of the rodent population.
HKU microbiologist Yeung said he felt that local hygiene had deteriorated significantly since the SARS outbreak in 2003. He appealed to the public to not rely on the government for rodent control and to step up hygiene efforts. The university developed new tests to diagnose rat hepatitis E infection. Yeung said the hospital authority can pass hepatitis cases with unknown sources of infection to Queen Mary Hospital for tests. More research will be conducted to look into whether the virus has mutated.
The government has announced that foreign domestic helpers who sign a new contract from tomorrow would receive a higher minimum wage and food allowance.
Meanwhile, employees in the city may see a $3 increase in the minimum wage next year, Riley Chan reports.
Foreign domestic helpers who sign their contracts from tomorrow will enjoy a minimum wage increase of 2.5%. The government announced the increase today from $4,410 to $4,520 per month. The food allowance will also go up $22. Under current employment contracts, employers are required to provide free food to their helpers or pay a food allowance of at least $1,053 per month. If employers do not wish to pay the new rate, contracts signed today or earlier must be submitted to the Immigration Department by the 26th of October. A government spokesman said the adjustment was made after careful consideration of Hong Kong's general economic and labor market conditions over the past year. Meanwhile, sources close to the government revealed that the Minimum Wage Commission has reached a consensus to raise the minimum wage from $34.50 to $37.50, an 8.7% increase. The commission is expected to hold a meeting next month to confirm the new wage rate and submit a report to the Chief Executive and Executive Council. If the hike is approved, the new minimum wage will come into effect in May. Riley Chan, HKIBC.
Demosisto's Secretary General Joshua Wong lost his bid to appeal his bail condition today. The Democratic activist was sentenced to 3 months in jail for ignoring an injunction to clear the Occupy Mongkok protest site in 2014. He was granted bail pending an appeal on condition that he surrender his passport. Wong had earlier applied to the Court of Appeal and asked for permission to leave Hong Kong in the next 6 months to attend overseas seminars. But it was rejected by the High Court today. The court said it would affect the public's confidence in the judicial system if it granted the request. Wong was disappointed with the outcome.
No matter the trial date fixed on January or on April, it will still have the outcome of restricting my freedom of movement. And I think that as the one who face criminal charges or prosecution, face jail sentence or get the chance to be locked up in prison is already one of the punishment. However, the limitation on freedom of movement is unnecessary additional punishment on activists.
A hit-and-run traffic accident at the Lok Ma Chau border has claimed the life of a cleaner.
The driver and the vehicle are believed to be on the mainland. Hong Kong police have notified officers across the border to be on the lookout for suspicious vehicles. Police were alerted at 7:36 a.m. about a woman who was found lying unconscious at the Lok Ma Chau border. She was found near a rubbish bin on San Sham Road. Trucks queued across the border into the mainland on that road. The woman was certified dead at the scene. Initial investigations show that she was a cleaner working in the area who may have been knocked down and run over by a truck. The driver is believed to have driven his vehicle to the mainland. Police are attempting to track down the truck and the driver's identity. Inspector Ho Tai Yin of the New Territories North Traffic Division said they had notified their mainland counterparts to watch for any suspicious vehicles. He also said officers were reviewing surveillance camera footage in the surrounding area for clues. Ho called for any witnesses of the accident to come forward if they have information.